All right, everyone. Thank you for being here this morning. We know it's a holiday, and that's probably why Kim is here this morning, is because it is a holiday and she doesn't have to work corporate. So it's good to see you, Kim.
That's right. Thanks. Good
And
to see everyone.
it's always great to see everyone when you show up to these calls. We hope you get as much out of these as we get out of them with all the input that you guys provide. So we I'll let Brenda kind of take over and see what we're going to be talking about today.
Awesome. Well, we always like to start the calls, as you know, with wins. So does anybody have a big Mailbox Power win this past week? Any wins? Lulu.
So most of you know I've been sending cards on behalf of my local Chamber of Commerce, welcome cards when they get new members. And they called me and said, can you come in? We just probably just need to do this ourselves.
Nice.
So I met with them on Thursday, and they're definitely going to do it. I mean, they didn't realize how much they can do with it. So they're having a meeting with, working out their budget and whatever, but they're going to do it. So in the meantime, I'm still sending out cards on their behalf. So anybody that's got something, a opportunity like that, with getting 200 cards a month, it's, what is it, 5, 6, 7 cards? So it's nothing.
Yep. So
can I ask Lulu a question about that really quickly?
Sure.
Lulu, does that chamber send out recognition for, like, you've been a member for 5 years, 10 years, etc., like that? Did it send like a plaque or something like that?
Well, that's one of the things that we talked about, because it seems to fall through the cracks, and they want to do it, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Okay. So being able to put in a work anniversary, and not a work anniversary, a membership anniversary. We talked about sending out, your membership is coming due. Yeah. Maybe new features, ribbon cuttings. There's so many opportunities.
What came to my mind is the 5x7 aluminum prints are perfect for something like that. That's what I was thinking of.
I love that. Yeah. We didn't even talk about that, but I actually have one of those sitting on my desk. And they're really nice. I have a picture of my parents.
Those are like beautiful, membership things to set on a counter, hang on a wall. Anyway.
I love that. Thank you for that.
Can we see it? That's a great idea, Josh. I hadn't thought about using it for that.
Can you see the one I have?
Yeah.
That's my parents back in the day. And it just sits on my desk, and it's shiny. I mean, they're so nice, those prints.
Yeah, they are. The other thing I was going to say, Lulu, with a chamber or a nonprofit, but especially a chamber is made up of what?
All kinds of businesses.
So what about a chamber becoming an affiliate and offering it? That's how they offset. It's kind of like an affinity program where, yes, they're paying for their membership, but they are also adding it as many chambers have partnerships with businesses where money comes back in, which is a non-membership revenue to the chamber. And so this could be a non-membership revenue to the chamber, which then offsets their costs to be able to do all these fun things and recognize their members at a very low or potentially no cost, depending on how many members there are. And then you can come in and you can do presentations once a month or whatever to the chamber members of how to grow their client base, or how to grow their repeat sales or increase the retention of their customers, and do education things, and say the chamber has an affiliate program where it's a give back to the chamber by using that product or service.
Oh my gosh.
I love that.
And so it can actually be, again, I always look for ways that Mailbox Power is not costing the business any money. it is creating more money for the business, whether that be in their sales, repeat business, whatever it is, or that they are in it when it makes sense, because it doesn't always make sense to be an affiliate. But a chamber, it makes tons of sense because you hit 30 and now they're at 40% and they get 40% of the 90-day membership. Imagine the revenue that can bring into the chamber.
Wow. Wow. You know,
I
we had talked
actually-
about that before, but I just totally didn't even think about that when I spoke to them.
I have
You
a
know-
document that I am up that I just thought of the other day because it was Brian or somebody posted about chambers the other day and using it as an income non-membership generator. And I have a document from years and years ago that I found that I want to go update with Mailbox Power and the current memberships.
Brian.
Oh, man.
You know, I
that would
talked to
be
a
huge.
chamber and I did talk to them about the affiliate and I showed them how they could make revenue. But what I hadn't thought about that you mentioned, which is brilliant, is, you know, and I can go in and train the members
Yes.
on how they could grow their business. So I'm really supporting the chamber to get more members. I love
Exactly.
that.
Yep. Brian.
Wow.
Yeah, that was me who posted it, and thanks for sharing that. I'm looking forward to the updated document because that's what I want to do. I just joined an association that is basically chambers of commerce in Wisconsin. So I'm going to drip on them for that purpose, to have a non-dues revenue source of income for them. So yeah, I like that. And I'm going to have to probably hurry up because I've been trying to talk to my executive director about, hey, let me do this the same way, you know, that Lulu's doing it. It sounds like they might be going a different route with some one-off type stuff, but I gotta, you know, I've been sending the chamber office cards on a regular basis just to see what, you know, just so they can see what's going on. So, but thanks for sharing that. I look forward to that document because I want to definitely work on that.
Awesome. Marie.
Good morning, everyone. Just a little input based on for Lulu's situation. I think if I were in your shoes, I would go in and have that meeting and make it all about them as a customer, get them all set up before I then later mention the affiliate. I would make sure that they're all set. They've got automations going. Unless during the conversation, they say, well, I just don't know how we're going to come up with the money for it. Then I would bring it up. But if that's not brought up, I would go for customer. Let's get this all set up. Let's get you rocking and rolling. And then you come back several weeks later and say, hey, we need to, I'd love to share something with you. I think I've come up with a way that could actually help you in a different way with the system. Maybe
Thank you.
but I would do it in steps.
No, that's a great point, Marie, is if somebody's already open to being a customer, if you give them too many options, they say no, or they stop and they pause, but get it set up and have them start to get responses
Right.
from them sending stuff out. And then, you know what, I was just in a presentation and I heard something and it might work for you, and kind of do it that way, like Marie said.
Thank you.
Great idea, Marie.
Thank you very much.
You're
Great
welcome.
point. Any other wins? Well, not hearing any other wins. We have the holidays right around the corner. In the last few weeks, we've kind of been talking about that. And has anybody from the calls the last few weeks either talking about our new products, the booklets, or the holiday guide should be out soon? I think they said this week, by the end of this week. Kim might have a better knowledge of when that actually is going to be released. But based on the presentation last week on Wednesday by corporate and the different ideas we've come up with, has anybody had any ahas or any new ideas on going into this holiday season and how to present Mailbox Power. Irma, I think were you trying to say something?
No, I was just yelling at my dog to stop barking. Sorry.
Oh, no worries. Anybody?
Yeah, I haven't really, I mean, I did, when I talked to the chamber, I showed her just I can't talk this morning, apparently, the recording, and I showed her some of the slides, and
Mhm.
she's like, because she wants to send gifts as well. So I said, they've laid it out so that whatever price range you're looking at. So I'm planning to hand them out in my BNI meeting, but I'm sending cards out, just reminding people that the holidays are coming. I sent it out already to current members, like, if you need some help, need ideas, whatever, there's lots of new stuff in here. Let's talk. And I'm sending that same card, a little different wording, to people that aren't customers yet that I've spoken to, just letting them know that we've got gifts in all different categories and prices, but we're not able to send that to people one-offs.
They were going to work on that. Remember, Wendy was going to take that to Justin and see if there was a way that we could add them to packages. I don't remember.
Right.
Somebody it might have been Bob Wilcox or somebody on the call said, any way we can have those that we can add them to packages. So I know she was taking that to Justin in corporate, but I haven't heard any more on
Are you talking about the little booklets? Sorry, my dog was out of control. So
the holiday guides that aren't out yet that they released, they talked about last Wednesday on the corporate call, that you'll be able to buy in packs of 25.
Right.
But obviously 25 come to you and then you got to hand them out or turn around and resend them. So Bob had suggested that we be able to send them in packages that we're sending out.
Right.
And I don't know, I've got one right here. I don't know how many of you have seen the brochure.
I haven't.
It's nice, and can you see how glossy it is?
Wow.
I mean, these are great. Let's see. And it's just highlighting some of the gifts. And then you can put your information. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but that just kind of gives you an idea. They're big. They're a full sheet, full spread, 8.5 by 11 booklet. So they're not tiny.
Is that going to be the way the booklet, the holiday gift guide is in one of those?
No, she said the
different.
holiday gift guide was going to be smaller. I'm betting that they're going to print 2 and it's going to be cut right here. Because I think she said it was going to go. Oh, maybe not. I can't remember which way they were talking about, but I'm betting it's half of that.
But where did you get that you just showed us?
I bought it.
You created
Did you create that as a booklet and sent it to yourself?
Yes. So,
okay.
Oh, okay.
I was looking for a sample, and Bob Wilcox had created something that Frank shared with me so that I could print it, pay for it, get a copy. And so I went in and tweaked it so that I could have a sample to show to my BNI when I did my presentation, because I had asked I said, I don't care what it is. I just want a sample so that they can see the quality of the paper and, how it's made. And so Frank, instead of trying to go find one that was a bad, print, he didn't want to send me something that was a bad print. He sent me one and the project so that I could go tweak it, make a copy, send it to myself. So that's kind of.
So are all the booklets, because that's one thing I actually haven't tested. Are all the booklets that size?
Yes. They're all 8.5 by 11.
Oh, okay.
And
But the
what are
holiday
you using
booklet will
those
be
for? What do you put
smaller.
into those?
So, Brian, if you we'll share some of the ideas today, but if you go back to 2 or 3 weeks ago and watch the replay,
Okay,
we came up with tons of ideas for it. But
I'll do that.
a product catalog, it can be a new employee handbook, it could be a year in review, it could be, we came up with so many different ideas. It could be a photo book. I mean,
Takeaway catalog for a high value real estate listing open house.
yep, there's tons of ideas for it if you just think outside the box. You know, we
Love it.
haven't had something like that. So think about every time you see a brochure or a booklet somewhere. Somebody also, I think it was last week, said that they work with physicians' offices, and physicians' offices have magazines that feature them, and it looks like a magazine. Well, they could be printed this way. Another person I was talking to does children's books, or helps with children's books, and through Amazon, she's pretty sure it's a lot more expensive than what our price is through Mailbox Power. So she was going to recommend to her author, her writer, that she use these. So there's tons of ideas.
Wow. Wow.
Any other thoughts for the holidays? Are you capitalizing on Thanksgiving? Did you all see that I put the share link out there for a favorites folder with all the updated Thanksgiving and Christmas promotional postcards in the card that we had done? Instead of trying to do it through corporate and get it uploaded in the design store, I was like, it was already out there. Justin sent it back to us to update it, and I couldn't make any changes. I'm like, I'm going to update them and put them in a folder and give them to all of you. So,
Well, I sent out one of your cards, but I think I used the Christmas card, the Christmas one, because it also had a Thanksgiving one in there.
yep.
And then I wrote Thanksgiving's the best time. I don't know. I forget what I wrote.
Yep.
I'll have to look for it. But I sent that out this weekend.
Awesome. Yes,
Thank you so
Thanksgiving
much for doing
is
that.
the best time. And the reason I used to only do the red. And then I realized I keep telling people Thanksgiving, yet the message on the front, the pictures say holiday, holiday, holiday. And then on the back, I was saying Thanksgiving. I'm like, no, the front needs to be all about Thanksgiving. And then you can always mention the holiday or Christmas on the back, because images speak louder than words. So that's why I built both.
Yeah, I downloaded them. They're
Let me look
great.
and see what I did.
Awesome. Well, yeah, I put them out there so that you could all use them and grow your business this holiday. Has anybody ever done a customer appreciation event or anything at the holidays? Have you done anything different to draw your customers in, or what are you doing to reactivate past customers that do not have a membership right now? I would love to hear some of your ideas, how you've done that.
I'd
Yeah, I'd like to hear that too.
Everybody's
Yeah,
like, I'd
'cause
like to
I'm-
hear that.
Just starting that.
Marie is off camera, but Marie usually has some good ideas. That card, I'm pretty sure it was the card. I'd have to go back and look at the designs because I've done too many. That it is meant to go out to I think it's the card that's meant to go out to past customers that says, you have a system right at your fingertips for the holidays. You just need to use it. And those didn't highlight, it just said, ask us about our new client specials. They didn't highlight the 90-day memberships. You could always tweak those designs and put a QR code on there, the dynamic QR code to your 90-day membership page. That's another
Yeah.
idea.
I used
That's
the
so
card
cool.
that says just checking in. It has a box with a check mark,
Mm-hmm.
and then the little note had like a little sticky note, and I put my QR. I moved it to the left and just highlighted some of the new features, just listed them, and then I moved that over there, put my QR code, scan here to schedule. This is what I sent to current customers, just like, you know,
Oh, nice.
a lot of
Would-
new stuff in there.
Yeah,
Do you
would
want me-
you share would you share snippets of that design or images of
Yeah,
that design in the affiliate group to give people
Sure.
ideas of what they can do?
Sure, absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, that went out on Friday.
Awesome. I love that idea. I'm curious I want to see it.
Okay.
Just because it's
Yeah.
something different from what I've done. I've done the same things over and over, and I'm looking for new ideas. That's why I was asking.
Yeah. I mean, if you want, I can share my screen. I can show it to you.
Sure. Hold on. Let me give you. Oh, you're a co-host, so you can share your screen.
Oh, goody. All right. Let's see here. If only my mouse would cooperate. All right. Where am I here? Let me move that over. It's moving, just going slow. Goodness gracious, why is it going so slow? Probably because I'm on.
Well, you've got that leave site changes you made may not be saved. Just hit.
Oh, is that what? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
probably is what.
The little bar was, there we go. Sorry. There we go. All right, so here's the card. It's in
And
the,
You
it's in
found
the
that in the design templates?
mm-hmm. Yep. Come on, man. Of course it's going slow. I have to make a duplicate. Crumbs. I can share it in the group. I don't want to take up a zillion. I can duplicate it real quick and show it to you. But that went out, and I'm using the same card, and I'm sending it actually to people who are prospects. Just like, hey, now's a great time to revisit Mailbox Power. We got new member promotional pricing and, you know, new things, blah, blah, blah. All right, let me move us all over here. So obviously that's the front. Oh, this,
nice.
okay, so this is actually one that I'm sending out to prospects. But, and then, you know, that's there. Just
Nice.
check in and see how you're doing. It's a great time to get started with Mailbox Power. We've added, well, you guys can read it.
Yeah.
And then the back, I love this because I love all the
Nice.
check marks and everything. And then it's just got my contact info. But I sent something similar to current customers with them to schedule with me.
Nice.
Anyway, I can put that in the group.
Nice. Thank you for sharing.
It was a mission.
Was that Irma? Were you're muted?
I was saying, nice job.
Yeah,
Oh, thank you.
nice job. I do like that. Any other ideas? Has anybody done something in the past that's worked?
I think we need to send them data. I think we need to send them some, you know, great stories.
Well,
That's
like it said, you could, I think Bob Wilcox, he put it in the affiliate group. He has a page now that he sells his designs on. We also sell designs, but Bob actually created one with the testimonials, and created some cool postcards that you can scan the QR code and listen to the Mailbox Power testimonial. And that might be a great way to do it.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty genius. Bob has some pretty good ideas.
He
He's a
does.
pretty cool marketer.
It is.
So, well, since it is my birthday and we're right at the bottom of the hour, and if nobody else has any ideas, we'll wrap it up for the day. And we will see you. Let's see.
Happy
Andrew.
birthday. Have fun.
Thank you.
Happy
Andrew
birthday.
is working with a large painting and flooring contractor, and he is actively recording data. Awesome. So that we can give data out, because so many customers want it. So what's your conversion rate? You know, how, and it really depends. It depends on the language they put in it. It depends on whether they do it weekly, every 3 days, monthly. It depends on their budget, really. So, and anybody that promises returns on marketing is generally, it's a sales tactic. But if you can give true testimonies and you have it either in writing or the video where the customer actually says it, I think those are the strongest versus just sharing stats,
I like that.
because statistics can be made up. You listen to all the speakers and they say, what is it? 80% of all statistics are made up. You hear them say it from stage all the time. So I hope you all have an amazing week, and we will see you next Monday right here on Mailbox Power Mastermind.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
See you next week.